All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken at its full. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Going to 53.
A second down throw for Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6.
Start there, over here. Start there. Here we go, 47, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's got it to Hearns. Dak finding the former Jag Hearns for the Dallas first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Under. Here we go, 47. 26.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
46. 47. 26.
On first and 10, Prescott. Complete out right to Kurtz. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive going to plan so far.
Here you go.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they didn't come out of it with points. In a sense, they can look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10.
Like 80, like 20.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. second down. Here's Garoppolo. Caught left side. Garcon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Toss play to McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And out now come the Cowboys. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for me.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Smith in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, 47. Here we go. 47, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Start there, over here. Start there. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46, 46.
On third down, it's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
By 20, 180.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Check. 12, 12.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Throwing throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
120! 180!
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You got 4. 180! 180! White. Check. Watch 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle, it's Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Hey, 4 down. Right there.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Hearns left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Gun. 26.
First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Then we're going to 53. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Hearns brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Done.
On the counter, Elliott. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. Prescott now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And now running right through it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Then we're going to 53.
Prescott to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Williams to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe back.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
46.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Oh, Prescott stripped. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Hey, we're going right there. We're going right there. Then we're going to 53. Here we go. 47. Switch.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott looks to throw on first. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Give him 30 yards there. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it online, but it came up just shy of... Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Mike's 50. 41's the whip. Start there over there. Over here. Start there.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now Elliott. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Done. Let's go. Let's finish now.
They come out here in the I.
47.
It's a keeper with Prescott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got 4 down. Hey, here we go. All right, hey. Here we go, 46. Here we're going to 54. Why, hey. 26.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. No. Gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Deep ball for Goodwin. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 47. 26.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Done.
10th carry now for Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
46. We go 46. 46.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here again is McKinnon. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. 11.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Oh, he's got a man wide open. open, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A first down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Evades him at the 20. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. Tonight,
we saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Again to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
47, 47. 26.
2nd down, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Armstead in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Switch and 8. Here we go, 46. 52 Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott from the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful
21.
that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check. Watch before. 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jarek McKinnon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Gold to add the extra point. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Gold now out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
We go 47.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Drops it underneath to Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
47. Start that over there. Over there. Start that.
Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go 47. Here we go 47. 26.
To throw is Prescott. Forced out to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Switch. Here we go 47. 47. Under. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, done. Hey, we're going right there. Here we go 46. Here we go 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Move. 47. Hey, we're going right there. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Here's Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. A second down throw for Prescott. Steps away to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
46.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. No.
Then we're going to 53. Go. Get out there.
On third down, it's Prescott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a pickup. Of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We'll go 47.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
One, Omaha. 11.
I got you, 44.
12, fellas, here we go.
Switch.
21.
Up to 10.
11.
Back to throw, Garoppolo. yards. He throws there, incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone which...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Black 80! Black 20! Hey, watch that. Check Black 21, 21. 12, fellas, here we go.
Garoppolo looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
180! 180! Go ahead. Check.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
You got 4.
Go ahead.
To throw is Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Hustle. Here we go, 46. 26.
Back to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26.
He'll look to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it's a 2nd down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon.
46. 26.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He gets it to Humphreys. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.